watching the Sports and Political channel of LB. If you're not a subscriber to this channel, make sure to subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. Let's get down to business. So in this particular video, we're going to talk about LeBron coming out and speaking out on this Kyrie Irving situation, coming from Yahoo, to where LeBron James came out and said that Kyrie Irving apologized, but he did cause some harm. Now, LeBron James is supposed to be the face of the NBA. And LeBron James also have won a championship with Kyrie Irving when they were teammates on the Cleveland Cavaliers back in 2016. They played in 3 NBA Finals together, winning 1, as I alluded to just now. You would think that LeBron James would have this man's back. They went through the rigors, they went through the wars, winning a championship. No greater feeling in the world than to accomplish something with your teammate. But no. Instead, he tries to both sides the issue by saying that, well, he did apologize, but he did say some stuff that was harmful. What? What do you mean? What did he say that was harmful? The dude just posted a link and shared the link. What did he say that was anti-Semitic? And then the man literally said out of his own mouth that he's not that way. But you got the media, like people like Nick Friedel, who stood up there and put words in this man's mouth. Now, after all this so-called backlash, now the Anti-Defamation League and the Brooklyn Nets want to all of a sudden now pursue Amazon and Jeff Bezos to take the video down or to put some kind of age restriction on the video. They didn't have enough foresight to do that before. But see, Kyrie Irving is the path of least resistance. You got Jeff Bezos, the modern day real incarnation of Lex Luthor, literally getting away with this stuff. They're not going after Jeff Bezos with the same vigor and with the same vitriol and with the same smoke and backlash as they did with Kyrie Irving. Look at what they did. Kyrie Irving had to do all these things. He got to meet with the Anti-Defamation League, got to meet with Jewish leaders, got to do some training, got to come up with a public apology because the one on Instagram wasn't good enough. He got to come up with a public apology, meaning he got to come up with a press conference, and then he got to say, well, I tweeted some things that might have been, hurtful to a lot of people out there, and I just want to take this time to apologize. And even then, that might not be good enough. Just disgusting how they circled the wagons to denounce this man, and they won't do it with them. They won't do it by themselves. They'll get people that's of our skin color to do their dirty work. You have Malika Andrews bringing out a damn rabbi. You have C.J. McCollum coming out and so-called putting out his denouncement. You had all these people that's supposed to be with Kyrie Irving. Right? Because last time I checked, Kyrie Irving played in the NBA. Kyrie Irving is a member of the Players Association. So you would figure that the face of the NBA and the president of the Players Association would come out and stand with Kyrie Irving. Instead, they follow the script. Don't fucking tell me and lecture me about these dudes having a brotherhood. Because this is not it. This what's going on right now is not a brotherhood. These people out here saying the right things to protect their own ass. What's up, Keith Weston, Sean Ojiko, Kevin Wedderburn? Salute to you. But see, you should not be surprised at what LeBron did. Can't be surprised. I mean, his biggest paycheck outside of basketball comes from Nike, the same Nike corporation that cut ties with Kyrie Irving. Mm-hmm. And look, you should not look when it comes to politics, man. LeBron misses the boat on that. Okay, when it comes to, I'm not talking about nothing basketball related. I'm talking about LeBron James of the political spectrum. He is an avid Democratic Party supporter. In 2016, he threw his support behind Hillary Clinton, the same Hillary Clinton that was running around here calling us super predators. In 2020, he threw his support behind Joe Biden, the same Joe Biden who was the author of the 94 crime bill that put black people in jail. And baked in that was a $13 billion incentive for these states to build more jails. He was running around here calling it Biden's law. All of a sudden, he runs for president. He and his linebacker coach of the Oklahoma Sooners, Simone Sanders, want to run away from that all of a sudden now. It's the states. It's the states. Yeah, when you bake $13 billion to that crime bill for states to build more jails, I wonder why the states did such thing. No wonder why you want to throw the states under the bus. But that's who LeBron James want to do his support behind, right? This is what we're talking about when it comes to us in the black community not relying on celebrities, not relying on athletes, not relying on entertainers for us to attain our power. This is what we're talking about. Because at the first chance he gets, he's going to throw your ass right under the bus. Now, the stuff he does for the schools and all that, hey, I'm all for that. You're not going to get no smoke for me from that. Right? This is why I always tell people, don't pay attention to what someone tells you, pay attention to what they do. Because what they do says a lot more than what they tell you. You think LeBron James is going to come out and speak out for Kyrie Irving after Nike just cut ties with Kyrie? If you thought that, then you literally living under a rock. This is why I titled the video the way I did. That when the king becomes a pawn. Because LeBron James could have, if he had the voice, like a lot of people say he could have ended all of that. He could have ended all of that. LeBron James coming out and say, stop with the Kyrie Irving bashing. You got guys like Nick Friedel going on a crusade to denounce and demean and diminish the name of Kyrie Irving. Right? You got Shaq and Charles Barkley coming out here doing the same thing. Malika Andrews doing the same thing. You got Amari Stoudemire, his big goofy ass coming out doing the same thing. And y'all want to tell me that's a brotherhood? Well, if that's a brotherhood, that's not a brotherhood I want to be associated with. Because last time I checked, a brotherhood is supposed to stick together no matter what. Look, we can sit up here and agree to disagree on any little thing that might be an issue, right? We can always agree to disagree. We can always agree to disagree. But when it comes to certain things like this is where you're supposed to stand with your brotherhood, man. What's up, Ticket? Gideon, Sister Carla Jenkins in the building, right? So to my brother Ticket also, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a good brother right there. So don't tell me anything but a brotherhood. This is not it. This is not a goddamn brotherhood. All right? He said some things that was harmful. Did he watch the video? Did he watch the documentary? How do you know what was said that was so harmful? How do we all know if you hadn't watched it? Unless you just follow the script. Now, if you follow the script, then I understand. But you can't sit up here and try to both sides thing. Either you're going to be one way or you are not. Right? If you try to be everything to everybody, you're nothing. Because you don't have an identity. That's why I keep trying to tell people. If you're going to be one way all the time, man. Don't be out here trying to both sides everything or be part all sides of the equation or trying to be everything to everybody. That you're going to come off as a phony. You're going to come off as a person who's trying to leverage something for their own benefit. Right, Keith West, he didn't even speak up for Jalen Walker. Jalen Walker got shot like 60 times by them cops out there as he was running away. He didn't even speak up for that guy. And that happened in his hometown. So shit. What's up, Divine Unity? Salute. Look, when I was at that reparations rally yesterday, right, out there in DC, it was very powerful indeed, right? Does any of these athletes, entertainers, and celebrities was any of them out there? No. You would figure if they so called for the black community, right, they would have been at that thing. It's not like people didn't know about it because it was all over Twitter. It was trending on social media, right? But hey, I guess they missed the part where the man said he's not anti-Semitic. He's not that. I guess they missed that part. They pick and choose what they want to listen to. It's called selective hearing. The man literally said on multiple occasions that he's not that way. He don't even act that way. He's for everybody. He said this, but you got idiots like Nick Friedel want to sit there and put words in the man's mouth. I don't like this shit what the media doing. So we're going to go ahead and defame, diminish, and desecrate the name of Kyrie Irving, but yet when it comes to Jeff Bezos, Mr. Bezos, we just wanted to approach you with a special request, sir, if you don't mind. That video that's been going viral on your Amazon account, is there any way possible that you could take this down or put some kind of age restriction on it? Pretty please, with cherry on top. Get the fuck out of here. Motherfuckers don't keep the same energy on nothing, man. That's why I can't stand this shit, bro. The blatant, raw, unadulterated hypocrisy that goes on in this shit. What's up, Divine Unity? Infamous. Salute to y'all. Make sure you hit that like button, share these videos on your social media platforms, man. And look, my brother Ticket said this, and he's absolutely right. A lot of people not going to stand up for this shit. A lot of people not going to stand behind Kyrie. A lot of people, when it comes to boycotting and all this other stuff, motherfuckers don't keep the same energy all the time, man. People going to say one thing. At the end of the day, they're going to do another. Because why? They got a rent to pay. They got food to put on the table. They got their kids they got to support. All that stuff, right? So when it comes to motherfuckers ain't gonna stand on shit, man. Right? You hear a lot of people out here, oh man, boycott the NBA. Okay, you sitting up there saying that. Meanwhile, you probably got tickets to go to the Nets game tomorrow night. Or a Lakers game later on the day when they're gonna get smashed by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Right? In Cleveland. You probably got tickets. Why? Because for all those months, you was out there slaving at your job, working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, with hardly no breaks, getting paid minimum wage and all that, right? You was hoping, praying, dreaming to go to that game to see your favorite player, right? So you put that money aside. Your kids tugging on your leg, asking you, hey, man, hey, Dad, can we go to the game? You're like, yes, son, we can go to the game. And then you grinded, you sacrificed. One night you wanted to get a burger. You're like, no, I ain't getting no hamburger tonight. I'm going to put this money aside because I'm going to take my son to the game. Oh, the liquor's at home. Okay. So liquor's at home. But you get the idea. Don't get caught up in all the technicalities. Just get caught up in what I'm trying to say to you. Right? What I'm trying to say to you is this. Motherfuckers ain't going to stand up for what they believe in. Because when it comes to putting everything putting everything you love, putting everything you stand for on the line, motherfuckers ain't gonna do that shit, man. You think LeBron gonna put everything he built for on the line to save Kyrie Irving? After he saw Nike cutting ties with Kyrie, after all these media outlets are literally blackballing this. They're literally canceling this man and butt breaking this man in front of us. You think LeBron want any part of that? No, he don't want no smoke with that. And no, but hey, let's bash Kyrie and let's have elected officials like Donald Trump, Marjorie Taylor Greene, all these other idiots that's on the right wing, right? Let's have them come out and make all kinds of comments. And not only these same people that's out here bashing Kyrie don't denounce them, you don't have the media going on crusades against them, but they'll vote for these same people. Just the utter hypocrisy in this shit, man. They'll sit there and vote for those same people. And then the NBA, right? Robert Sarver out here saying the N-word, literally, out here saying the N-word. Showing beefcake to people, showing people that his wife what his wife would do to him and all this other shit. All this stuff was found in an investigation from ESPN. The same ESPN who trotted out Nick Friedel to start this goddamn crusade against goddamn Kyrie Irving. Right? Nobody's denouncing Robert Sarver. Right? You hear anybody in the Players Association come out and speaking out against Kyrie Irving? Against Robert Sarver? No. All but two people. LeBron came out. He was the first person to come out and speak out against Robert Sarver. And then Chris Paul came up from the rear. But you didn't hear anything from CJ McCollum. You didn't have Shaq and Charles Barkley and Amari Stoudemire and all these other idiots, right? These so-called former players that's supposed to be part of this brotherhood coming out denouncing Robert Sarver, desecrating his name, throwing his name in the mud. You had nobody coming out doing that shit. That man was allowed to sell the team, right? Nobody's bought the team yet, but he's allowed to sell the team and he's allowed to fade off into black with no backlash, no consequences, no repercussions. Because it's only when the bottom line is being affected, then all of a sudden now their conscience comes up about them, right? When PayPal came out and said that, hey, look, as long as Robert Sarver is the owner of the Phoenix Suns, we're not going to be your sponsor. So that's when all of a sudden Robert Sarver came up with a conscience about him, right? No different than when you had a situation in the NFL, right? And I know a lot of people don't watch the NFL, but hey, when you got a situation in NFL where you had the team named the Washington Redskins, right? It took the death of a black man, George Floyd, and then all of a sudden now we want to leech off of that to where Amazon want to pull all their apparel off the shelf. Nike stop making the apparel. FedEx decide, you know what? Hey, as long as you keep the team name, we're not going to want our name on your stadium. And then you had the DC mayor, Muriel Bowser, basically telling, hey, look, till you change the team name, you can't come at the DC. And then and only then is when that little punk ass bitch Daniel Snyder decide, you know what? I'll go ahead and change the team name. See, it's only when the bottom line is being affected that's when these people here want to change and switch things up. So look, it is what it is, man. Kyrie Irving is being unfairly and unjustly treated off a link. He didn't say anything wrong. He didn't do anything wrong. He didn't do anything illegal. And yet and like I said before, when you're a technician like I am, when you worked on electronics as long as I have, you understand the principle of current. Current takes the path of least resistance. Kyrie Irving in this case was the path of least resistance by these so-called people who are outraged and upset and appalled by what Kyrie Irving did. But it was deeper than rap, because when Kyrie Irving didn't want to take that thing a couple years ago, people had it out for him then. So it is what it is. So I thank everybody for watching. You're not a subscriber to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share these videos on your social media platforms. Last but definitely not least, Shouts out to the LDBC Lions Den basketball community. This your man. Scream at me. Hey!